Mr. Carroll?
Yes, Mr. Haney.
We have a parent here who'd like to see you.
Sure, Mr. Haney, you can bring him in. Hi, Mr. Carroll. Appreciate the time and taking to see me today. I know I just stopped in, but I just had a few questions as a parent that I was hoping you would be able to answer for me. My pleasure. How can I help you this morning with answering some of your questions? Yeah, my first question, I just want to know, how do I stay involved as a parent? What ways does the school communicate to us so we know what's going on? Yeah, communication is a big piece of my role as principal. I use the high school principal blog to communicate almost all of the information out to our community. It's a great way to find information and not have to search through emails to find what's going on. We also try to do a Friday email to keep everybody up to date on what's going on, usually include links to the blog posts and any other information that's upcoming. I think everybody knows I love social media, so Twitter is a big piece of how we communicate at the high school. I have my personal account, and then I also have the school account that we use. Instagram is also another way, especially where our students are connected more on Instagram, and then we all have our Facebook page. Something that's probably going to be slowly rolled out this year is another app called Remind. It's a text featuring app which our coaches now are using, and our clubs will start soon to get information to kids on their phones. Email is tough to try to get our kids to read them and stay up to date on them, but we all know their phones are there. So this is a secure way for our teachers, our coaches to send a text message or a notification to our students without going through their personal device or their own cell phone. Yeah, I know school safety is a big concern around the country now. What goes on at Waldwick High School to make sure our students are safe? We do drills twice a month. We've always done that consistently. This year, the school district put a bigger emphasis on school security and safety. We have 85 cameras around the building. As you know, you can see on my screen, there's cameras there monitoring different parts of the building. It's not there to play gotcha. It's there for safety. It's there to make sure that our students are safe. If something does happen, we can go back to the videotape and we can review it to make sure and identify any issues or problems that did occur. Something else that went out over the summer that I greatly appreciate your understanding and cooperation with this is the drop-off bin that we set up outside of the main entrance. The coming and going of parents was beginning to be a little hectic last year, and the amount of people that were entering the building. So by doing this, we've cut down on people coming in, which is the safety of our students. Parents can leave things outside in the bin. We then go out at lunchtime and at the end of the day and pick those items up. And then also something new you'll see around the building tonight as you're walking around. All of our classrooms have these huge glass windows on them, and now we've installed these security blinds, which are great logos of our school, all about branding our message of the Own It, WHS, Warrior Nation. So hopefully as you see them, it really pops in the hallway. We're excited about them, and that did two things. Great message of Waldwick High School, as well as school safety and security for our students in the classrooms in the case of an emergency. I've heard we have this schedule where our periods rotate and change, and it's different every day. Can you explain to me how that really works? Yeah, we started a brand new schedule last year. It's a rotating drop. It's a 4-day rotation where the periods change daily in the morning and afternoon. And last year was amazing. Kids really bought into the schedule, so did our staff. The common lunch really worked out really well for our kids to have some downtime and take a break from that academic rigor. Are there any new things going on at the high school with any upgrades or improvements here? If you're sitting in room 138 right now, or 141, or 143, or 300, there are new Interact boards mounted on the walls there. Something that's not complete, but we can't wait, and we're really excited for it, is we're having our own Warrior Wellness Center. Being a high school student is tough, stressful, and we want to make sure that we have the resources and people here to help that. So this wellness center will provide a safe place for our students to go when they need to talk to someone, when they need some downtime, when they just need a quiet place to gather their thoughts and get themselves back ready to go back into the class. I read one of your Instagram posts and you used the hashtag #BeBetter, and then I also heard you had an assembly about it. What does really this Be Better thing mean? Yeah, Be Better is something I came up with this summer as our goal and our focus as a staff, as a school, as a community. And yes, and I did have an assembly about it, and I spoke to the students about what that really means. And for all of us here tonight, myself included, all the parents sitting in the chairs, teachers, what can we do as individuals to be better? And it means something different for each one of us in this room. And I ask you to think about it as a parent, as a family member, as someone in the community, of how can you be better each and every day to make your life better, to make the people around you better. We really want to focus on that as a school. Something else that I mentioned to the students at that assembly is our behavior, respect, and holding people accountable. I feel it's important that it's my job as principal to make sure our students leave here prepared, both academically and also socially, and being able to survive in the world once they leave the bubble of Waldwick High School and our Waldwick community. And if they're not held accountable, if we don't hold them to high standards and expect and demand respect from them, then I don't feel like I'm doing my job, and I think I need to do better at that. So that's where that Be Better came from. It's going to be a focus for this year across the board, and I ask all of you to incorporate it at home, incorporate it within your lives, and just kind of buy into that mentality of be better. It ties into what Own It WHS is all about, and it's just something that we're going to focus on for this school year and moving on. Hey, Mr. Carroll, I really appreciate you taking the time to see me. I know you're busy, but I really appreciate it, and I'm glad we could talk, and you really gave me some real insight on what's going on at Waldwick High School. Again, thank you. Hey, no problem. It's always great answering questions from parents, and I'm an open book. I want to share whatever I can with the community and always do what's best for our students. I do invite you to come to back to school night so you can hear from your child's teachers, put a face to the name, so you kind of get an idea of what they're learning about throughout the year. On back to school night, there are going to be a lot of organizations here within our community that are going to be set up outside the main entrance with tables. Feel free to visit them. It's a great way for you as a parent to get involved. Booster Club should be around. Our stigma-free Waldwick Community Initiative should be there. Probably our grad ball will have a table, and a few others. So stop by as you're walking the halls and touch base. There are other couple things I wanted to mention. There are guidance events coming up. On October 3rd will be Meet the Guidance Counselors Night. That'll be here from 6 to 7 o'clock in the Little Theater. And also for the junior and senior parents, we have a financial aid workshop that is very well attended every year and a great resource. That's going to happen on October 10th. At 6:30 to 8:30, also in the Little Theater. So make sure you're there. It's a great event. Our guidance department does a great job of putting these things together for you, and we hope to see you there. All right, everybody, hope you liked the video. Always looking to have fun and enjoy, so make this night fun. Interact with the teachers, your fellow neighbors out there in the hallways. You're going to get a lot of steps in as you walk around the building. Enjoy. And anything you ever need from me, always know you can reach out, whether that be through email, social media, a sporting event. I'm here to do what's best for our students, and can't wait for a great school year. Let's go Warrior Nation.